never had a day. What's come over me, baby? Feel so free, yeah. Ain't never had a day when I can fly so, fly so. I've waited for you so long and I cannot say goodbye. So come and fly with me. I'll take you to a place that you'd rather be. The day is done, the night is here. Look up to the sky with stars perfectly clear. The moon is full, I praise the Lord for another day that we can say, hey. Oh, ain't never had a day. What's come over me, baby? Feel so free, yeah. Ain't never had a day when I can groove with you. Never had a day, never had a day. Ain't never had a day. What's come over me, baby? Feel so free, yeah. Never had a day.
Hi, I am the sister of Cesar Rodriguez. My name is Abelia Granados. My brother was murdered August 29th of 2017. He was thrown onto the oncoming train where he was pinned between the platform and the train for not being able to pay $1.75 of his fare. Tomorrow it's going to be 4 years that he passed away, and we're still out here fighting for some sorts of justice. And it's an honor to be with all of you guys here. Unfortunately, my mom wasn't able to make it, but I'm here representing my brother in California. Thank you guys very much. Say his name.
Cesar Rodriguez!
Say his name.
Cesar Rodriguez!
Say his name.
Cesar
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Amalia Villafane. I came from Miami, Florida. I want to share how Sebastian became a victim of police brutality. The officer, Luis Manuel Perez, shot my son in the back while Sebastian walking home. He shot at for around 9 times, hitting Sebastian's back 7 times. And in 2018, we went to court and we lost the case against the police officer. He was promoted to be a sergeant, and he is patrolling Miami-Dade streets. I demand justice for Sebastian, and I want to reopen Sebastian's case with true justice and be reviewed the case.
Yeah.
And also, Sebastian was 16 years old when this officer shot Sebastian in the back. My son survived the shooting. He was, PTSD with a strong pain, and he can handle it. And I'm here with this pain, and I had to live with this pain every single day of my life. And I see that empty chair over there.
Justice for Sebastian Gregory!
Justice for Sebastian.
Say his name!
my families, to my impacted families. My name is Monty Benjamin. I'm the mother of Javis Benjamin. Javis Benjamin was killed on Martin Luther King holiday weekend on January 18, 2013. The day of the incident, there were several narratives that he assaulted the officer. They transported the officer to a local hospital, but they transported Javis about 45 minutes away while he bleeded out. The officer who killed him, I did sit in on the grand jury hearing. The grand jury indicted him, but the district attorney, who former DA, his name was Robert James, overturned the decision and ruled the shooting justified, stating that in the state of Georgia, because of the qualified immunity, officer only has 2 seconds to fear for his life. The incident itself, my son, the officer saw him running the red light. He was in an accident. He climbed out of the car. The officer then told him to get into a red car, shot him in the heart. But before hitting him, my son had both hands raised saying, "Do y'all see this shit? Do y'all see what he's trying to do to me?" On the third time, he shot him in the heart and it dropped. So from there, we did go through several cases. We never got to court. We just went through discovery. And in the midst of getting to discovery, it was then that the district attorney overturned the indictment by the grand jury. So 6 months after that ruling was changed, Officer Lynn Thomas was sergeant of the Avondale State Police Department in Decatur, Georgia, was promoted to chief, skipping rank from sergeant to chief. He's over his own investigation. Just recently, my eldest son went to the courthouse to get documentation, and they told him he had to go to the very man who killed him. That is my, again, my family is seeking justice for my son, Javis Benjamin. Thank you.
Say his name!
Javis Benjamin!
Say his name!
Javis Benjamin!
This is my son, Ruben Urbina. He was murdered, Prince William County, not too far from here, on August. The reason I'm here is because I know somewhere the criminal cops, they're gonna see this, and I'm here to put them on notice. The umbrella they are under is called qualified immunity, and also the protocols that they say, because when they kill someone, they said, oh, he was just following protocols. Guess what? The day is coming when they're gonna be held accountable. And that's what I'm here. My son tells me every day, do it, do it, do it. Thank you very much, and God bless you. We're gonna win. We, Justice Families, we're moving forward. Thank you.
Peace and blessings, everybody. I'm the child's mother of Jamal Taylor. Say his name. Jamal Taylor. Absolutely. On September 28th of 2019, the police assassinated Jamal Taylor out Hunt Valley, Maryland. On that day, they played judge, juror, executor, and lawyer. But that's not their job to do. So I'm right here to say, we demand accountability. We demand justice. Because if we don't see it, y'all will. If we don't see it, y'all gonna see us. Y'all gonna continue to see us. Y'all gonna continue to hear us. Y'all cannot shut us up. Y'all gonna shut Jamal Taylor up. Because guess what? I'm his voice. I'm right here. And I'm gonna make sure he get accountability. I got every single one of y'all back just like y'all got mine. We're the army. We're the army of the victims, and we coming through. Fuck the police. Fuck those killer cops. Jail those bastards. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm heated hearing all these stories. And y'all need to open up all these goddamn cases and stop playing with us. Because we demand accountability today. Welcome to the revolution.
Jamal Taylor, say his name!
Jamal Taylor!
Hello. I'm not as loud as she is. I haven't found my voice yet, sorry. My name is Dania. I flew out here from Washington State to represent my stepdad. His name was Patrick West. He was going through a mental health crisis April 16th, 2019. My mom just wanted to get him help, but the mental health professionals called the cops, and 31 officers came to my mom's house and escalated the situation. They broke down our basement door and shot my stepdad 3 times in the back in his own house. We're suing them. We're suing all of them, all 3 departments that are responsible, and we'll see what happens. Justice for Pat West.
Say his name!
Pat West!
Rosa, Bakersfield, James Leatherwood, Hollywood, Florida, Jason Gora, Maine, Jeffrey Parker, Huntsville, Jerome Caldwell Sr., Charleston, South Carolina, Jesse Salido, Pueblo, Jesse Hamilton, Santa Rosa, Jesse Rose, Utica, John Fairbanks, Cass Lake, John Ross II, Harrisburg, Virginia, Jonathan Molina, Albuquerque, Jordan Love, Corpus, Texas, Jordan Gonzalez, Corpus Christi, Joseph Justin, Las Vegas. May I have the next family, please?
Hello everybody, I'm here for Gregory Lloyd Edwards and my name is John Edwards. December 8th, 2018, Gregory Lloyd Edwards, his wife and daughter went to a local Walmart store for Christmas shopping. He is an Army medic and veteran who survived Kosovo and Iraq but could not survive cops in America. He had a medical episode at Walmart, and even though we requested repeatedly that he be taken to the hospital, they did what they did best. They took him to jail, they stomped on him, they punched him, they placed a hoodie over his face that was doused in tear gas, and they tased him for almost 1 minute. And not only that, they then strapped him to a chair and left him until he died in that chair. We want justice for Gregory Edwards, for his wife and daughter who are here today. Justice for Gregory Lloyd Edwards.
Justice for Gregory Lloyd Edwards.
Hello, my name is Hope Coleman from Boston, Mass. My son, Terrence Jamal Coleman, he was 31. He has schizophrenic paranoia. I had called the doctor said call the ambulance. Instead of the ambulance coming, the police came. I said, I didn't call for you. They said, we'll give it a try. I said, no. The other one gets out and said, we gotta detect the EMS. A couple minutes later, the EMS come. I told my son just went in the hallway. He was sitting outside for a couple of days. In October 30th, 2016. So an ambulance come, I took him inside. My son, you can see my son sitting on the floor down the hall because he was cold from being outside. All he did was sell CDs and DVDs. I tried to keep him motivated. I could tell my son didn't take his medicine, so anyhow, the EMS went in the room. He said, Terrence, can you come outside in the hallway? My son quietly got up and went out in the hallway. I had 5 grandkids down below the basement. So I went out there. After I shut the door, I stood next to my son. Behind us the door was cracked open. The EMS said, Terrence, you're gonna go to the hospital. My son said, I don't wanna go. He said, Terrence, you're gonna go to the hospital. He said, I don't wanna go. I said, Terrence, just go because you have asthma. He said, I don't wanna go. My son made 2 statements. But he made the 2 statements. The EMS said, you're gonna go now. When he yelled, the officers pushed the door open. Me and my son was knocked down. They shot my son twice. And I'm gonna keep fighting for justice because it's a lot of things that's been covering up. My 5 grandbabies one of them opened the door. My son's eyes went in the back of his head. The other one came up, they handcuffed my son. They said my son died on the way to the hospital. No, my son died in my apartment, outside my apartment. Then the commissioner gets on the news and say the mother's alive. She wasn't there at all. It's a damn lie. I wouldn't call for help for my son. I didn't call the police to kill my son. They didn't bring my son into this world. I brought my son into this world. It's time for goddamn respect for mental health. Black Lives Matter. Mental health matters also. No justice, no damn peace. Thank you.
Say his name. Derek Chauvin.
Say his name.
Derek Chauvin.
Hi, my name is Carla Sheffield. This is my son.
This is my son. I miss him so much. The lively person I used to be, I no more. I spend every waking moment fighting for my son. He was pulled over in a supposedly routine traffic stop. Not only did they have the gentleman's face that they were looking for, they didn't use it. They asked my son for his license. My son asked why. They went back and forth. My son finally gave him the license through a window that was open that much. The officer did not look at the license, passed it to the other officer, reached in the window to grab my son. My son stopped the car and took off. They chased him, calling him all kinds of motherfuckers. When I catch you, I'm gonna kill you. And that's exactly what they did. It took me 3 months to just get my head up off the pillow to begin to fight. When I did, this is what came out of me. Hey officer, I miss my son, I miss my child. You took him from me and hid all the while. I miss my son's face, my heart's in a broken place. You took my son without my permission. Now I'm fighting, praying, and wishing that justice be served, because if nothing else is what we deserve. You pretend to protect and serve, you got a goddamn nerve. You wear a badge and uniform, pretend to be a cop. When he asks you not to, you raise your gun and shot. Now I'm left to wrap this around my head. That Boston police just shot my son dead. No words of comfort, you said nothing nice. I hope to hell this haunts you for life. A mystery shooter, I know it's weird. You shot my son and disappeared. It wasn't a child from off the street. It was Boston police that walked the beat. Oh yeah, you said he opened fire. But we all know that's cold, you liar. That's what your super told you to say. It makes it easier to clear you that way. Our children are dying time after time. But to be shot by police, now that's a crime. Then to say that death wasn't violent, it was to me, because my life was silent. As my story comes to an end, how do I tell my grandchildren police are your friend? You reap what you sow. And just so you know, as Burrell's mother, I will never let this go. Mic drop. Say his name, Burrell Anthony White. Burrell Anthony White.
Say his name, Burrell Anthony White.